Hi guys, it's still your favorite girl Chisom. As you guys know, a lot of people do not know how to plan for their future. A lot of people do not know how to make plans for their future. That is why a lot of people are struggling to survive. A lot of people are struggling day by day, doing different type of job, but they don't know how to plan their life. You see someone that is earning so much. You see someone that is earning so much, but you do not know how to plan their life. There are some people who are still living in a rentage house. I pass flat one, pass flat two, see my own house, flat three. You understand the kind of flats now? Flat one, flat two, flat three. And that person is driving an expensive car. You are driving an expensive car, you are still living in a rentage house. In this era, a lot of people are just doing it just for fun. A lot of people are doing it just let me acquire a good as in a expensive house, rentage house, living a luxurious life, not planning their life the way it will favor them in future. They are just thinking of today. They are thinking of today, how they will live in a luxurious house, buy expensive cars. But how well are you planning your future? How well are you planning your future? You that is watching this video. Today I'll be telling you some mistakes that a lot of people do in life which limits their destiny, which limits them from going far in life, especially in their future. Because today does not count. It's what you acquire in your future. No, I have this thing today, no be property. You have it today, but you don't have it tomorrow. It's not a property. You understand? It's what you have today, tomorrow, and forever. So lots of people do not know how to plan their life. Some mistakes a lot of people do. They are living in an expensive house. They are driving an expensive car in a rentage house. Why don't you use that money that you are using to rent an expensive house in a well-known place, in a well-known domain? Why can't you use that money and buy a land and start building that and start developing that land? No, you are looking for expensive house in an open place like Lekki, Banana Island. You are acquiring someone's property, paying a huge amount of money just to live in an expensive house. But a lot of people that are doing this thing, a lot of people I say though, cannot even boast for a mansion in their hometown. My dear, you that is doing this thing, think twice. Think twice. Especially my people. One day they will tell you people to pack out from that Lagos that you people are developing more and more. One day they will chase you people out from that place. That time of nanya. Why are you not thinking very well? I don't say you should not develop or you should not live in expensive places like Lagos, Banana Island, and all of that. But you that is staying there, how well have you planned your future? Have you think say it will remain like that forever? I laugh. Think twice before you make some decision. Think twice. You that is watching this video, you that is acquiring another man's property, as in trying to pay a huge amount of money just to stay there, so that people will know that, oh, this person on a bekwebe. That, as in, what are you thinking? If you buy a land in an undeveloped place, is it a crime? Before you finish building that house, another person will come and buy. That is how that place will develop. They will start hearing the name of that place. People should stop this kind of mentality. Oh, I want to live in a place that is well known. Yes, as you can see, I'm staying in my own house. As you can see, as of when my husband married me, we are staying in a rentage house. Before 1 year, we started building, and we finished that building 1 year. And it's not that the place we are staying is much developed like the former place we are living. But how well do you plan your life, you that is watching this video? Especially some married women that are still siding their husband in making some mistake. As a married woman who is watching this video, think twice for your husband, because if the man build different houses for you, it's for your benefit and for your children's benefit. People should stop living a luxurious lifestyle. What of tomorrow? That is the question you need to ask yourself. What will happen tomorrow when that man die? When that man die? What will happen tomorrow? That's why a lot of people, once the person die, the children will grow and start selling off the small property that their parents have, because of the kind of luxurious life you grew your children in. As you are making some decisions in life, there are some decisions that can affect your future. Yes. So I'm encouraging all married women to come out. Give your husband advice. In case if your husband is living a luxurious lifestyle and you too are supporting that luxurious lifestyle, if that man kpai tomorrow, na you go suffer am pass. So na you go suffer am pass. I'm advising all married women, especially married women. If your husband do not have a house of his own and you guys are still living in a rentage house for years, you gave birth in that rentage house, the first baby, second child, third child, and you are boasting that you are living a luxurious lifestyle, that you have arrived, that your husband is this, your husband is that, my dear, think twice. Make use of that opportunity that money is flowing in your husband's hand. Make use of that opportunity. Advise him to buy a land. Encourage him that he can do it. Encourage him. Convince him he can do it. Start it up with him, okay? From 1 block, 2 block, 3 block. Before you know it, the house have reached a lentage level. Before you know it, they have roof it. Before you know it, bam, 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 everything don't settle. You understand? Stop siding your husband in his luxurious lifestyle. As in a man that is living in an expensive rentage house and is still driving a very expensive car in that decent rentage house, my dear, is not a testimony. Especially when he don't even have a house of his own in any state. It's not a word, it's not a testimony. Cut your coat. You have not reached that level, my dear, you that is watching that video. There are some people that build different houses in different places, but they prefer living in apartments of another person that someone has built, okay? That one is quite different. A lot of people like it that way. But you that is living in that rentage house, but you don't have even single house of your own, and it's much expensive, a good amount of money that you are paying in that rentage house. Why can't you live for a little expensive rentage house? Pay for that rentage house. Start up plan your future. Buy a land, even if it's a place that is not well developed. Buy a land. From you buying a land, another person will come and buy. Before you know it, that place is developed. Please share this video. A lot of people need to have sense. A lot of people need to think before making some mistake that will affect their destiny and their future. Your future counts. The way you plan today, that is the way your future will be. The way you beautify your today, that is the way your future will be beautified. Yes. Please share this video so that it will get to a lot of people who are making such mistakes, so that they will learn from this video. Yes, they will learn from this video and stop making some mistakes that will affect their life, their destiny, their future, and their children's future. Please, it's still your favorite girl, Chisom. Have a lovely day. Bye.